Hello, I am FedoraG4mer, and it's Friday, so I have another free game to show you guys. Today we'll be looking at Potato Dungeon, which was one of the entries of Ludum Dare 26 with the minimalistic theme. Which this one isn't quite as minimalistic looking as most of the other games. Most of the other games went for minimalistic in the visual sense. This one went with the theme in a little different way. I have played... Oh, and I've got myself stuck. Okay. Let's try that again. I've played through the first several levels to get to the more interesting things. This level is just a bit of platforming only. Those boxes are very touchy, so you gotta be careful with how you push them. Block yourself off like I did. As you see, you're this little guy with a helmet, a scarf, and a large sword. The minimalistic part of this game is the combat. The sword points where your mouse is. You actually kind of use it as a shield and a sword. And it's for minimalistic combat, there's actually a surprising amount of depth to it as the farther you get into the game. Each room is simply get the key and get out. So you use it kind of to deflect them and also hurt them. It gets a little more interesting than these simple enemies a little bit later on. And actually gets considerably more interesting in the next few levels here. Oh, I only had one heart left. That bat got me pretty good. There is no real fail state in this game, as there really isn't a lot of the game jam type games. You know, they're making the game quickly. If you don't know what Ludum Dare is or what game jams are, it's a challenge to developers to make a game in a very short amount of time. I believe Ludum Dare is 2 days. So every game from that jam was made within 2 days. This game was made in 2 days. Which you might think is kind of simple, but it's extremely impressive for something that was made in 2 days. Okay, now we get a little more interesting right here. We get the ability to double jump. As you get further in the game, more new abilities are unlocked. Abilities might not be the right word for the next one, but you'll see here shortly. And it adds a little. This just continues to add a little bit more depth to what starts out as a very minimalistic game, combat and control-wise, at least. Okay, get to the key. Most levels you have to kill all the enemies to get the key to appear, but not all levels are like that. Like this one. This level is more about avoiding the ridiculous sea of slimes than it is about fight. Oh. Actually, I don't want to come over here yet. See, this one you just get to the key. Just avoid the tons of enemies. Now we'll see the combat gets a little more interesting as well. Face enemies actually have a weapon of their own, and he got me right away. You gotta keep his blade deflected and still try to hit him. Oh, got me. Alright, I'm gonna go back and get this heart here. There we go. So the combat actually becomes quite sword fighty-ish. We'll get this guy. Oh, once that way. Okay, get off of me. There we go. This one, you can do it a much simpler way. I will just keep deflecting you. Bye. I'm not quite sure why it's called Potato Dungeon. I haven't fought any potatoes or seen any potatoes yet. I don't know if there's some kind of inside joke I'm not privy on. Okay, this is when things get even a little more interesting. That is Pard, your trusty steed that they turned against you. It's a horse that uses a sword. He's gonna come. Ah. Pard, you cheat. Thankfully, he doesn't do that jump move beyond the first attack. Ah. That got a little hectic. Yes, come on. I will beat you, horse. Come on, jump. Okay, not over me. Okay, if I remember right, it's best for me to jump at him. Come on, Pard. Yeah, jump and sword him in the face. That is the general tactic here. He got me, but... There we go. And now... I have a horse that sword fights with me that mimics my own movements. Not exactly, there's a little bit delay. But you can do more than that. You can just click on him, then jump, and you can just charge right through slimes. And we will click on him again. And he can jump considerably farther because, you know, he is considerably faster. But he's very useful in combat. See, I can deflect and he'll rush in and get a stab in on him. Come on. Pigs with pot heads just die already. Nope. That didn't go so well. We got a lot of hits on him, right? Huh. I'm not sure how I managed this, but part is on the wrong side. There we go, Pard. Come on. Ah, the right side, actually. That made it a lot easier for him to just backstab them. As you see, there's these platforming rooms, but the platforming elements are never really that difficult or advanced. It's a very interesting game. I kind of like the art style. The horse on his hind legs wielding a sword is pretty great. I mean, who doesn't want that, right? But it's not too much to the game. As I said, the theme of the jam was minimalism. Yes, tell me how to do whatever you know how to do. Which you still double jump when you're on the horse, so. And we will plow through a bunch of slimes again. I really like these games that come with the game jams. It's amazing what some talented developers can do in only 2 days. It just shows that game development doesn't have to take 3-4 years. Apparently you only push those with your sword. That's interesting to know. I didn't realize that before. Get that heart. Move on. Huh. Point the sword down. Oh, and then it wasn't. Ah! Horsey, I need you! Just flail the sword. That is my general strategy right now. Ah. Come on. Oh. Wow, this room is pretty evil. If I could get good old Pard down here with me, this would be considerably easier. Come on, Pard. There's gotta be some kind of trick to get him down there with me. Apparently not. They give them to you and then they separate you. That's just not nice at all. Let's try this again. There's gotta be a trick to this. No, he won't follow. And I'm doomed to fall down into this death trap by myself. Okay, well I think that's where I'm going to end the video. Otherwise you might just sit here and watch me die 20 or 30 times to this room. Okay, well, no. I'm not going to end the video yet because I want to kill this stupid pig. Die, pig. There! That was an evil room. Yes, I know how to dismount. Jeez. I'll have to get on par to jump that high enough for that. Actually, I think there's a trick to this. That you can dismount in midair and get a higher jump. Yeah, so you can actually triple jump using the horse. That's interesting. Oh, hey, boss. I need that HP, that's for sure. Yes, get on. Backstab him, Pard. Backstab him. I'll just let Pard do all the damage, and I'll just sit here and try to make sure to deflect himself. But he's backing me into a corner right now. Aha. Whew. I didn't realize there was bosses. There's a giant pig boss. Okay, we'll jump on Pard's back here. And just speed through the slimes. This trick only works for the slimes. You can only just dash right through them. None of the other enemies that I know of. Well, let's see if it works on bats too. Now, bats kill themselves when they hit the bottom anyway, so... Well, those rooms were rather simple. This looks a bit precarious. Get him, Pard. Why? What are you doing over there? Come on, stupid horse, come out me. I will make you into glue. I think my horse is stuck in the wall. I did say that it was made in 2 days, right? So there will be some bugs. Pard, you useless animal. Okay, bye. Well, guess I will deal with these guys by myself. Come on. This is going to take a while without Pard's help. So anyway, this has been Potato Dungeon. I do wonder if maybe the end boss of the game is a giant potato. I will be interested in seeing that. It's probably not a very long game, as most Game Jam games tend to be rather short, given the time constraints they are under when they make them. But this is a pretty dang fun game for something that was made in 2 days. And, you know, quite innovative. I kind of like the really simple yet strategic combat of this game. Or, well, strategic. I say strategic, which it can be, but I just kind of flail it around. Yee! Sword flailing. Okay, but you can be a little more strategic. God, I can't say that word today. Than I am with it. I will have the link in the description, and of course this game you can play for free. I have been FedoraG4mer. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel, and I will see you next time.